The accident that shook the stars. The stars above Earth were brighter than usual that night. Hundreds of alien ships floated in orbit, flashing with color and light. It was the start of the first intergalactic peace expo. Thousands of alien species had arrived. The media called it the greatest gathering in galaxy history. In the middle of it all was a young human technician named Jaden. He wore a tool belt, a simple uniform, and a tired look. He was just a worker, someone who fixed lights, wires, and sound systems. No one knew his name. No one cared, and he liked it that way. Jaden was standing on a high metal platform inside the main hall. The place was huge, like a football stadium, filled with floating chairs, glowing signs, and alien guards. Every kind of creature from across the stars had come. Tall ones, small ones, floating jellyfish-like beings, and even those who looked almost human. His job was simple. Check the eye, overhead lights, and make sure the cameras were working. He had done this many times before. But tonight felt strange. There was tension in the air. He looked down and saw a group entering the hall. They were all wearing dark cloaks. Their faces were hidden. In the center of the group walked someone, shorter than the rest, silent, graceful. The guards around her moved like shadows. Probably some royal alien, Jaden whispered to himself. He rolled his eyes and turned back to his tools. As he reached to adjust a cable, his foot slipped. Whoa! Jaden lost his balance. His body hit the edge of the platform. His toolkit fell. And before he could stop it, he crashed down, right into the group of cloaked figures below. Gasps echoed across the hall. He hit the ground hard but not painfully. Instead, he found himself tangled in cloth. One of the cloaks had wrapped around his arm. He looked up, dizzy, and realized he had fallen right into the center figure. And then it happened. As he tried to stand, his hand accidentally pulled back. The hood of the figure. There was silence. The cloak fell away. Underneath it was a face, shining silver eyes, glowing blue skin, and thin golden markings across her cheeks. Her beauty was not human, but something otherworldly and powerful. It was her, the alien queen, ruler of the Alari system, one of the most powerful beings in the galaxy. Everyone froze. Guards raised weapons. Alien delegates stood in shock. Cameras clicked. Drones flew closer. The queen looked at Jaden. Her expression was unreadable. Not angry, not afraid, just surprised. Jaden took a step back. I'm sorry, he said. I didn't mean, get him, shouted a guard. The queen raised a hand. Stop. But it was too late. Chaos had started. Journalists began broadcasting. Headlines flashed across screens. Alien Queen unmasked. Human causes royal scandal. Galactic law broken at Peace Expo. Jaden was pulled away by security. The queen disappeared behind her guards. No one knew what to do. Hours later, Jaden sat in a cold, dark room. He had been questioned by alien officers. Over and over he gave the same answer. I didn't know who she was. It was an accident. They didn't care. They told him he had broken ancient galactic law. No one was allowed to uncover a royal's face in public. The punishment? Unclear. When they left him alone, he sat in silence. Tired. Confused. Scared. Outside the small window, he saw the stars again. Peaceful. Distant. He closed his eyes. That's when he heard the sound, a soft beep. The wall behind him slid open. A figure in black stepped in. Jaden stood up quickly. Who are you? The figure didn't answer. It pressed a button and a metal ring dropped from the ceiling. Before Jaden could move, the ring lit up, and everything around him vanished. The room was gone. He was now inside a strange alien ship. He spun around, glowing walls. No doors. Soft humming from the engines. The figure removed its mask. It was not a council officer. Not a guard. It was an alien rebel. Jaden, she said in a soft voice. You just became the most wanted human in the galaxy, and the Queen's life now depends on you. Jaden blinked. What? They will come for you, she said. And for her. Everything you knew is about to change. The ship jumped into hyperspace. Behind them, the galaxy was watching. Hunted by the Council, Jaden woke up to silence. No cold room, no blinking lights, just silence and a soft hum around him. He slowly opened his eyes. He was lying on a smooth silver bed inside a strange room. The ceiling above him glowed dim blue. He sat up. The air smelled like metal and smoke. The floor moved slightly beneath his feet. He wasn't on Earth anymore. The door slid open with a hiss. The same alien woman who had rescued him earlier stepped in. She was tall, skin like polished stone, eyes like green fire. She wore no armor, only a long dark coat that shimmered like liquid. "You're finally awake," she said. Jaden stared. "Where am I?" "On a ship, far from Earth, far from the expo. Who are you?" "My name is Soraya. I don't work for the Council. I fight against them." Jaden stood up, confused. "You kidnapped me. I saved your life. And maybe hers too." He looked at her, trying to understand. "The Queen?" Soraya nodded. "The Council is furious. They needed a reason to move against her. You gave them one, without meaning to. Now they will use this moment to take her crown. And they'll come for you, because you are the accident they've been waiting for." Jaden laughed nervously. "I'm just a technician." "Not anymore." Soraya pressed a button on the wall. A screen appeared, floating in midair. News reports from across the galaxy played. Alien languages filled the air, but the translation was clear. Earthling unmasks Royal Queen. Galactic Council prepares. Emergency meeting. Alien Queen accused of hiding illegal powers. Jaden's face was everywhere. "They've already named you a threat," Soraya said. "Not just to them, but to the balance of the galaxy." "This is insane," Jaden whispered. "I didn't do anything." Soraya looked at him calmly. "It doesn't matter. You're part of the story now." Suddenly, alarms rang through. "The ship, incoming ships, tracking signal detected." "They found us," Soraya said. "The Council doesn't waste time." She grabbed Jaden by the arm and pulled him down a narrow hallway. The ship shook as lasers hit its shields. Glowing panels flashed red. Strange alien crew members rushed around them. "What do they want?" Jaden asked. "You. And her. They want the crown, and they will burn planets to get it." They reached the ship's bridge. In front of them, a giant screen showed 5 large Council ships in pursuit. Soraya turned to her pilot. "Punch the rift drive, we need to lose them." "Rift drive damaged," the pilot replied. "We can't jump." Jaden's heart pounded. "We're gonna die, aren't we?" Soraya narrowed her eyes. "Not today." She opened a compartment and pulled out a small silver cube. She handed it to Jaden. "This is a key," she said. "Ancient, human-made. Your people left behind more than dirt and tech. Some things, even the Council fears." Jaden held the cube. It was warm. It pulsed in his hand like a heartbeat. "Why give it to me?" he asked. "Because," she said, "it responds to you." Just then, the Queen's voice came through the speakers. "Bring Jaden to me. Now." They moved quickly down a secret passage. At the end was a heavy door. It opened slowly, revealing a quiet room. Candles floated in the air. Strange symbols glowed on the walls. The Queen stood at the center. No crown, no guards, just silence. "You've caused a storm," she said, looking at Jaden. "I didn't mean to, I know. But fate rarely asks permission." She walked closer to him. "I was hiding because I knew the Council wanted me gone. They fear what I carry." Jaden looked confused. "What do you mean?" "A secret," she said. "Tied to Earth. Tied to you." Before he could ask more, the ship rocked again. This time harder. "We don't have time," Soraya said. "They're boarding." The Queen looked at Jaden. "If they capture me, they will twist everything, tell the galaxy I betrayed them. They will rule through lies and fear. I cannot let that happen." "What can I do?" Jaden asked. The Queen looked into his eyes. Run. Survive. The galaxy needs to know the truth, and only you can tell it. Before Jaden could speak, guards burst in, alien soldiers in golden armor. They aimed weapons. Soraya stepped forward and opened fire. Lasers flew across the room, smoke, sparks, screaming. Jaden grabbed the cube tightly and ducked behind a wall. Voice in his head whispered, "Use it." He didn't know how, but he pressed its side. In a flash of light, the cube unfolded, forming a glowing shield around him and the Queen. The weapons bounced off it. "That's not possible," one of the guards shouted. "Only the ancients could use those." The Queen smiled faintly. "I was right." The ship's engines roared. Soraya shouted, "Escape pod now!" Jaden and the Queen ran into a small chamber. The door slammed shut behind them. Countdown began. 4, 3. "Where are we going?" Jaden asked. "Somewhere the Council fears," the Queen said. "Somewhere only humans can enter." The pod launched into the stars. Behind them, warships burned. The Council had declared war, and Jaden, he was no longer just a technician. He was now the key to the galaxy's biggest secret.